everyone, I'm Sho with bwaySHO, walking by. Look at the Joker. I'm so excited about this. Gaga. Going Gaga for Gaga. It's gonna be so great. So it's a 2-show opening night. I just came from covering the Roommates opening night on Broadway, and now I'm on my way to go celebrate with some friends for that parenting musical off-Broadway opening night, which I saw a few days ago. So I just thought I'd pop on over and say howdy. So we had some really cool special guests. Let me think. So we had some folks that we've seen before, like Jane Krakowski. That was really cool. Oh, the Hairspray girlies who I saw this morning. There's a new show called Mama, I'm a Big Girl Now, and it's coming to New World Stages, and they had a press event today, and then they were at the opening night tonight. It was very exciting. And then we had some of Patti LuPone's Agatha All Along co-workers, which is so funny to say. So Catherine Hahn and Joe Locke were there, and like when Joe Locke was on the red carpet, obviously everyone's obsessed with him. I love Heartstopper, so I'm part of that. And it was like, Joe over here, Joe over here. And if you've seen the video of Chapel Roan from yesterday, you know that it can get kind of intense on a red carpet. But everyone just started going, Joe, 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 Joe. And then he started laughing, and it was actually like delightful. So that was like oh no, how is this situation gonna turn out a moment. And then it was like really fun just walking through Times Square. This is like such a New York moment too. After the curtain call, I was just standing outside like chatting with some friends, and like 5 different friends came over and stopped me. If you ever see me, feel free to respectfully also stop me and let's chat. I mean, this pink hair, it's pretty noticeable. Hello to all the new folks joining us. Feel free to ask questions or comments. I'm talking about today's 2-show day with the Roommate opening night. I'm going to an off-Broadway opening night after party, and this morning I had a press day for the Hairspray girls. They have Marissa, Carrie, and Laura Bell are doing a fun show called Mama, I'm a Big Girl Now, and it's gonna be elements of Hairspray, obviously, but also like their career. So we'll get some Beetlejuice, we'll get some Legally Blonde. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm just singing as I walk through New York, but honestly, that's not the weirdest thing that's happened. Hi, I want to see The Great Gatsby so bad. Oh, I hope you get to see it. Man, it's a bummer when other people get to see a show you want to see and they're not even theater kids. I get it though. Silly Willie's YouTube channel, thanks for commenting along. You know, I really wish I got to see Gatsby the Myth musical when it was in Boston. I would love to get my get the show on the road thing going. If I could find a travel sponsor, oh my god, I'd love to see that. That's probably the biggest show that I wish I could have seen this year. And hopefully we'll see it real soon. Ask more questions. More people are coming, yay! I always forget to do these impromptu lives, and then I do, and I'm like, I'm walking 10 blocks, let's talk. To catch people up, yeah, Jeremy Jordan, he's got that good voice. It's true. It's factual. His voice is golden, and him and Eva Noblezada, they got something going on over there with how gorgeous their voices blend together. Yeah. Actually, fun fact about seeing Jeremy Jordan in Gatsby was that I've seen a lot of crazy performances and stuff and fans getting excited, but I have never heard an entrance applause like I have for Jeremy Jordan in The Great Gatsby. Like, the JJ fans are there. It was crazy. It was wild. Santa Fe. I agree. He's got a great voice. Santa Fe. I'll leave it to JJ. Anyway, back to the roomie. So we had a lot of really cool special guests. Catherine Hahn, Joe Locke, because Patti LuPone is in Agatha all along, which I'm very excited about. And it was really cool seeing them together. Joe Locke came a little bit after. So the way it worked was that Patti LuPone and Mia Farrow were doing like their, cast photos. And then the like writer and director came, and then they all took photos. And then right as like Patti was about to leave, Catherine came, and then they took like photos together. It was amazing. It was great. So that was a big win. You're really excited for Romeo and Juliet. Me too. Talk about Heartstopper. And then my girl Rachel Zegler, who I just saw at LC Fest, who was amazing in that. Oh my God. Kit Connor, Rachel Zegler, and the rest of that incredible cast. I am hyped for Romeo and Juliet. Hyped. Yeah, I really hope I get to cover that opening night and more, so I can bring that to you. I also hope you get to see it during the holiday season. I have to do more. I actually have a video with Jeremy Jordan I filmed a few months ago. If you saw my video when he like sang to me, and I was like, what is happening? And it was crazy. I was like, oh, can I get a little taste of the song? And then he like kept singing. I was like, I'm not gonna stop this. I'm not gonna say no to this. But I also have like a full-on interview. I need a video editor. I have so much content, and I need to edit that. So that will be great. It will be a very Heartstopper October. Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, so if you really want that Jeremy Jordan interview, maybe I'll pull that out of the archives. And when I say the archives, I just mean my phone's iCloud that is storing so many videos. Yes, you saw it. I'm glad you did. That was a really fun interview. Did you see Bonnie and Clyde? That was really great. All right. Well, Silly Willie's YouTube channel. You can feel free to like comment on an Instagram or YouTube video and remind me about this Jeremy Jordan. I have a lot to edit this weekend, but maybe next week I can get that for you. How does that sound? Gotta do it for the fans, That's what we're here for. I think I'm almost at the party. Oh no, we still have like 10 blocks. So questions. 8 minutes. This is great. I swung by Junior's. I had some onion rings and got some water. Love them over there. I got you, girly. Thank you. La-di-da-di-da. I'm new to the channel. Are you in the theater industry or are you a fan? Lovely to meet you, Obs. So I'm a theater reporter and photographer. I cover Broadway, off-Broadway, and beyond, and my goal is to make theater more accessible. I've been a lifelong theater fan. Growing up in New York, I saw shows like 13 and Legally Blonde and Spring Awakening and Newsies, and I really always loved musical theater. And I went to school for broadcast journalism at the University of Maryland, go Terrapins. And then I was an on-air television reporter for CBS 7 News, your breaking news and weather authority in West Texas for 2 years. So I've done a lot of different things in my life. I was a sports and news reporter. And then when I was over there, people would just like always ask me about theater because I loved musicals. And then I finished up my contract. And one day I was like, I'm gonna move back to New York and I'm gonna start this channel, and that's what I did. So I've worked my way up to this point of being invited to cover openings and do these interviews, and it's really blown up in a way that's quite wonderful and overwhelming sometimes. It's lovely. So that is my story. I am still obviously a fan, but now in a specific way as well. Hey! Yes. Your teacher is probably going to know who Jeremy Jordan is by the end of this. I'm sure that's right. Yeah, I hope that answered it. But I think that covering Broadway from someone who's been a lifelong fan of musical theater and who's had professional journalism training really like gives it that unique perspective, which is really cool. And like, we love puns here. If you want to get to know my channel, I guess one of the videos I'm most known for is interviewing Steve Carell last year. That was pretty cool. He was in Uncle Vanya, and I love puns. And you know, someone who's like that famous, I usually wouldn't necessarily like dive into the pun game. And it like naturally kind of happened. I was interviewing William Jackson Harper, who I've like interviewed like 3 or 4 times. So it was like very chill. And then Steve Carell like crashed our interview. What? And so like from jump, I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And he's like even cooler than he is in the videos. He's so fun. So I like made a pun and he was like, no. And I was like, oh no, did I goof? And then he was like, say one more. And I did. Because if there's one superpower I have, it's being able to pun in a moment's notice. That was wild. And so that's probably the one that I'm known for more recently. But right here on YouTube, bwaySHO, which you're on, so I don't need to tell you about that. My Beetlejuice videos is how I feel like a lot of people know about me. Maybe feel free to tell me in the comments. I always love to know how people found me. But like because I love Broadway and Bryant Park. I film it every year, or someone from Team bwaySHO. Because when I was younger, like I used to go as a fan. So it's really cool getting to cover it professionally now. Wait, that's how you found me, was through the Steve Carell interview? No way. Is that real? That's so funny. Or is it the Beetlejuice? I want to know. So yeah, my Beetlejuice videos like have gone crazy. Like I have one Beetlejuice video that's at 2 million views. What? I have another one that's at 1 million views. That's crazy, y'all. Thanks for watching. Feel free, also side note, I say this like on every live, but you know, we love consistency. Feel free to like comment on the videos, because you know, like you see the numbers and you see the views, but like it's really cool to know who's like actually watching or what your favorite part is, and like engaging like that. So anywhere, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, I love seeing comments and engaging with y'all. So feel free to keep doing that. Okay, Beetlejuice, yeah. That's, I feel like, how a lot of people found me. I miss Bridie and Teeter and all of them. They were so much fun to interview. Did you see the new Beetlejuice movie? They invited me and I was like, yes, please. I love Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Oh my God. All right, we have like 5 more blocks. So if you have questions or thoughts, now's your time. It is kind of wild, like walking through the streets of New York City and being like, all right, safety first, making sure. You found me because of Jeremy singing Bonnie. No way, that's how you found me? That's awesome. That was a really lovely day. He invited me to cover the Bonnie and Clyde Pro Shot. And typically, I won't ask an actor to sing on my channel unless if A, I know them very well and I know that they like to just randomly sing, because it's like, you know, whatever. Or if it's like on a red carpet and it's a game and they can say no if they want. But there's something about how our interview is going, and I was like, can I get a taste of the song? And then he started singing. And then like sometimes, you know, you're like dancing along and he's like singing to me, and I was like, oh, I need to like pay attention. This is a very cool moment. So that was delightful. Love Jeremy Jordan. Been a big fan for years, obviously Newsies and all that, but I'm a huge Supergirl fan. I don't know if y'all know this. I'm sure a lot of you do. And so like the fact that he was Win in Supergirl, in addition to being like a musical theater kid, love. and Smash, obviously. Now Gatsby. Oh my God, him, Jeremy Jordan, and Eva Noblezada. And then Sam Pauly and Noah Ricketts. Oh, and then like all the amazing ensemble dancers. Crazy. You live 12 hours away from New York. I'm guessing that means that it's a lot harder to come here for shows, but do you get regional theater that you can go see? I hope so. Regional theater is awesome. Also, they have great tours. I don't know if you have access to any tours. I hope so. Yeah. New York's crazy though. Crazy. All right, we have a few more minutes. This was kind of out of nowhere, so I have no real, avenue to go. Oh, you're seeing Mean Girls in October. Yay. I saw Mean Girls on Broadway. That was fun. With my friend Cindy. It was like very last minute. Obviously, we wore pink. That was cool. The Mean Girls pink carpet premiere in New York that I went to. That was wild. Ooh, look at the moon. You probably can't see it because the phones are not good, but it's a nice moon. Yeah, Mean Girls musical is really fun. I was like hanging out with someone whose name happened to be Regina, and I kept going, Regina, Regina, Regina. So that's what it's like to be a theater kid and also a professional in this industry. Tee-hee-hee. Yeah. You're going to see Beetlejuice on tour next week. Oh my God. Have so much fun. Oh my God, I love Beetlejuice. It's such a good musical. Beetlejuice the musical is one of the best adaptations of a musical or of a movie to a musical because while it's what is it? Oh my God, it's been so long. Like, and what a bold departure from the original source material. Like, they really did such a good job of taking the Beetlejuice lore and the movie and what they were known for, and then also just like making it so funny. And like seeing Carrie Butler today, I was like, man, I miss our Beetlejuice days. Like, that musical needed way more love than it got and way more time on Broadway, and I'm thrilled it's touring right now, and I hope that it does go to the West End because it's just so good. I listen to it all the time. I really do. I listen to so much musical theater, and then I listen to like adjacent musical theater stuff like Renee Rapp and Chapel Roan, just to like in that same verse. Speaking of which, I just got a ticket to All Things Go. That's like Chapel Roan, Renee Rapp, Janelle Monáe, Toa Bird. I can't wait. I kind of can't believe it's actually happening. So that's going to be crazy. I really hope I hope that your mom takes you to see The Great Gatsby too. I really hope you get to see it. It's a wonderful show, and I hope you get to. I hope you've been able to listen to the music, though, and see the performances that I filmed. Those were good from, like, the rehearsals from when it was out of town. I got that for you. And then we got some performance as well from Sam and Noah at a Broadway Pride event. I think that's what it was. And then there was also The Great Gatsby was at Broadway in Bryant Park. Okay, for real, that was your first ever Broadway show. Yay! I totally agree. Beetlejuice is a great way to have gotten started in musical theater, loving. Beetlejuice is so good. Yeah, I love it. I have nothing really else to say other than I could also talk about Beetlejuice the musical on repeat. Like, the performances were so good. And like Alex Brightman, I saw him several times, and every time he like brought something new to the performance. I laughed so hard. Like, I'll never get over it. I'm grateful for how Beetlejuice connected me with so many of y'all. I'm grateful how It's just such a banger after banger songs. Um, yeah, the opening number. Hey folks, begging your pardon. Excuse me, I'm not. You know what? No, we're choosing safety. There was time, but let's not risk it. All right, y'all, we've been here for 20 minutes. Wow, time flies when you're chatting with the fans. It's kind of wild, like, having a conversation with people, but, like, I'm on screen and you're typing. That's great. Your Broadway playlist is 58 hours long. That's amazing. I actually love that. Yeah, my Broadway playlist, it just keeps growing and growing. Do I know why? No, Alex was in Beetlejuice the whole time. So the show just closed, and that sadly happens sometimes. But actually, I think I overshot it. Whoops. Teehee. Yeah. Y'all, this was so great. Thank you to all the Beetlejuice and Newsies fans that joined us today. Everyone who are fans of other shows and of this show. As a reminder, you can find me at bwaySHO across social media. Instagram and YouTube are probably my two biggest, but I also have a TikTok that we're trying to grow. And if there's ever specific content from an event that I'm covering that you want to see, feel free to comment on a video or photo post that you want that. Thanks for watching. See you at the show.